With the string still stretched, showing me where the belt is going to ride, I line that up with the bottom of the rollers. I'm going to clamp these into place. And I'm going to use self-drilling screws to affix this to the post. Once the belt has been assembled, we want to attach it to the gate. Push it through the end piece, put a nut on it, spin it on and leave it loose. Get it on there about an inch so we have some good adjustment. All right, the belt is going to be fed through the operator. First through the idlers, over the drive pulley, back through the idler. Now we're going to cut it to length and attach it to the end of the gate. Now that we've got the belt fed through the gate opener, we're going to match it up here and determine where to cut it. Now we got to get some holes in it. Now with the holes drilled and the screws fed through the bolt, we're ready to attach it. There's a little extra slack in this, but that's okay because we're going to get that adjusted out of here in just a second. This is a non-stretching asynchronous belt, the same type of belt that's used in a timing belt in a car. So you're not going to have to maintain this. It's got a great 10-year life and you should be ready to go on this. With these items snugged up, I'm going to get onto the nut here on the end and take out that slack. Basically, you want to get it just about as tight as you can get it doing it by hand. Then use the inner nut to lock it down. We're finishing up the wiring on the slave side here. Match up the colors as close as you can and keep track of what they are back here because you're going to need that when you go back to the master side. Also, before I finish this, I put a piece of 1/2-inch EMT in here. Tighten it down so when the weed whacker comes by, it's not going to hurt the wires at all. So let me get this last thing finished up here. Very simple on this side. Snug them down. I took a quick picture of this earlier so I know exactly what colors are where. And we're done. Put the cover on it and go. Now we're back over on the master side. I've matched up my colors with the wire and wired it into the terminal. That terminal plugs right in here in the motor 2 side. We've also wired up this charge controller. This charge controller can either be powered by a solar panel or a 12-volt DC low amperage transformer. We've got that in this case about 200 feet away. We have it plugged in and we have this low voltage wire coming here, wired positive and negative to the terminals here. If you notice here, we have 2 wires on each of these terminals. One set of wire goes to the battery, the other set goes to the control board. They're wired in the same controller. We do not use the out in this case.